Welcome again to the PimoLems level solving commentary video series. And today we're going to be starting the first special rank after the 4 main ranks of the pack, which is Pickaxe. So this is a rank that is all about the miner skill. So pretty much the various things that you can do with it. Because as it turns out, the miner skill is a very versatile skill in Lemmings. So first up, Pickaxe 1, Zigzag War. So a rather pretty easy load to begin the rank here. So it's pretty much just your basic minor skill function here, where, as you know, it just creates a tunnel diagonally downwards. Okay, so as you might have guessed, yeah, I went for a safe solution here. So I started by mining first, and then I block with the next lemming. Yeah, who will get released and will turn around because the miner tunnel is now deep enough. And then I go ahead and build to stop the miner. And then I send up the climber to the left. Make him a floater, of course. Okay, he will climb up this tall wall here. Okay, and then around here I start mining. Okay, and then just before he breaks through, yeah, I go ahead and build to stop him. And then I go ahead and mine the other way. Build to get up to this pipe. Yeah, I let him turn around and take a little walk. Okay, and then I go ahead and mine once he gets to the pipe again. Okay, and then I go ahead and build once he breaks through. Okay, then he climbs up. And then we're gonna go ahead and build so that we can catch the crowd after we release them. Okay, so at this time I go ahead and release the crowd with a miner, and then we just start building up. Okay, and I built to turn the climber around. Yeah, because otherwise he's essentially stuck in this infinite loop and cannot be rescued. And then finally, one last builder to the exit, and that's it. So yeah, it's nothing more than just your basic function of the miner skill. So as we all know, it just creates a tunnel diagonally downwards. So nothing too advanced with the miner skill here. Pickaxe 2, Thunderclap. Okay, so a bit harder than the previous one, but it's not that much harder. Send up the second lemming as a climber. Yeah, the first lemming will turn around and he will mine. So basically to make a turnaround point for everyone, so that they don't walk out to the left and fall to the bottomless pit. And then upon reaching the top, we go ahead and mine with the climber here. Yeah, and then we interrupt this miner with a builder here. Yep. And then we give this climber a floater. Okay, he will climb up and then we will mine here. And then, before the miner tunnel gets too deep, we go ahead and stop him with a builder, so that they can still step out to the right and get to the exit later. Okay, and then we go ahead and reverse mine, yeah, so that we can get the crowd out later. And then, upon reaching the wall here again, we're gonna go ahead and mine to the left. Okay, so as it is right now, this wall is still too high for the crowd to go out to the right. But that's what we need, because we still need to reduce the height of this wall. Because as it turns out, it's still a spot height, so and then, yeah, just shortly after the miner takes a couple strokes, I go ahead and release the crowd with the builder, and that's it. Yeah, so as you can see, this reduces the fall enough, yeah, to make it survivable. So once again, nothing too advanced with the miner here as well. Okay, Pickaxe 3, Outer Salt. Now this I would consider like somewhat of a big step up in difficulty. Yeah, despite it being another low with just your basic miner usage here. Yeah, because there's a certain trick here that needs to be used so as to stop the climbers from getting into danger. So, I send up a climb, the first lemming was a climber, and I also max out the release rate, which isn't really necessary, I think. Yeah, and then with the final lemming in the tail end, yeah, I go ahead and build. And this is exactly what I mean. This is what is needed, so as to stop the climbers from go out to the left. Okay, and then, after taking a stroke, yeah, the miner takes a stroke, I set up another climber. Yeah, there's some timing that's needed here so that yeah, the climber needs to turn around, the second one, so that we can mine to the left. The miner that goes to the right will proceed to the exit once he's done. Yeah, he's not really needed anymore. So yeah, I just let the second climber come back. And then, yeah, I release another climber not too far away from the first one, which is technically the second one. Yeah, and then we go ahead and mine to the right. And then, yeah, the climber will turn around, and then we go ahead and mine to the left. And then we essentially just repeat this one more time. Again, releasing another climber at the right time. Yeah, so mine, and then, yeah, I release another climber not too far away from the first one. And then finally, mine to the left to release the climber, and that's it. Yeah, and it doesn't really matter if he hit the steel or not. Yeah, either way, he's blocked by this builder staircase. So yes, pretty much that trick that's needed to stop the climbers from going out to the left. That's pretty much what increases the difficulty here significantly. And also timing the climbers as well to like turn around in an in-progress miner tunnel. Pickaxe 4, the escape artists. Okay, this one was also background patched where the blocker was removed. So yeah, really the only hard part here is just timing the two climbers correctly here. So yeah, as a matter of fact, I've sent the first two lemmings out of this entrance as climbers to the left. Okay, and then we would use the terrain to our advantage here, where we dig in such a way so that there's an like a nook on the ceiling here, so that the climber turns around, the second one. Yeah, and then by doing that, we can go ahead and mine this entrance free, as well as this entrance. So yeah, he breaks through the terrain around here. So this releases them, and then they will just proceed to the exit. Yeah, and this is safe. So yeah, pretty much the digger is a bit precise, but yeah, it's not too precise. Yeah, I believe there's like a couple pixels leeway there. And then yeah. And then the other miner has to be placed in such a way so that these guys can step up into the miner tunnel and proceed to the exit. Yep, and that's it. So I would probably say, yeah, about the same difficulty as the previous level. Okay, Pickaxe 5. Triumph for the magic picks. So this one uses a pretty interesting quirk of the miner here. Yeah, and the timing here is a whole lot harder. Okay, so first Lemmy comes up as a climber, and then we bomb in such a way so that this is pretty much the maximum pixels that Lemmings can still step up. Okay, and then I also max out the release rate at this time as well. Okay, and then after, let me see. Yeah, so after one Lemmy turns around, yeah, the next one would just mine. Okay, and then, so that miner hits the steel and turns around. And then with the second to last lemming, I go ahead and mine the rest of the wall away. Yeah, he will hit the steel and turn around. And then the last lemming in the tail end proceeds to the right. So that's the reason why this was needed, so that, yeah, this miner will have more than enough time to create a safe pit, yeah, for others to turn around, rather than anyone to slip out to the right. Because the bomber is pretty much our only loss here. Okay, and now the pretty difficult part. So we're going to be using some miner canceling here. So this is pretty much has to be done in such a way so that a lemming that's coming up to the miner tunnel turns around shortly after the miner takes a full swing, and then pretty much at the first miner's feet, we go ahead and mine in the opposite direction so that it cancels the first miner. Yeah, so like that. So now we just have the miner going out to the left. And then we're going to proceed to do that again. As you can see, there's absolutely no way to get to the left exit because we don't have any builders here. So therefore, oh, and also, of course, the top right exit is a red herring as well. So therefore, the only exit that's accessible is the bottom right. Yeah, Yeah, so the rest of this is just a bit of tricky miner timing here. So yes, after taking a stroke, so one of the lemmings comes to the miner tunnel just in the nick of time. Yeah, before turning around. And then, once again, at the miner's foot, we go ahead and assign a miner going to the right. And then if I frame step this, yeah, eventually, yeah, that cancels the miner going out to the left. So yeah, the timing here is pretty precise, but it can be done. Generally, to help you with the timing, you can max out the release rate. And then yeah, I just essentially assign some miners as we get to the edge of the wall each time. Yeah, so to ensure that we are able to break out to the right and not get trapped because we hit the stew too early and did not break through the wall completely. And that's it. Okay, Pickaxe 6, Evil Sandglass. So, certainly a bit easier than a couple of the previous levels. Yeah, and we pretty much return back to the basic function of the miner here. So, we have 3 entrances, and this entrance right here has a pre-assigned climber. Yeah, and there's only 3 livings. So, there's a shredder trap behind the 2 bottom ones, 2 bottom entrances, so we need to go ahead and bash. And then we stop him with a builder. Anytime, there we go. Yeah, this lemming that came out of this entrance will take this long detour by winding his way down in this maze here. So in the meantime, this kind of goes over the top here. And then we go ahead and build over the exit. We'll let him turn around, and then we're going to go ahead and mine the other way. So yeah, the whole idea here is to basically make a builder staircase to catch the top lemming here before he arrives and falls in spots. So that, yeah, once the miner broke through, we go ahead and build. And then we go ahead and mine to the right. Yeah, so I guess okay, yeah. So with the lone lemming that was up here, he goes ahead and builds to get up the miner tunnel. Okay, he'll hit the steel and stop. And then we go ahead and release this lemming with a miner. And then finally, all that's left to do is to build to get to the exit, and then also build to get up this miner tunnel. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So, very nice level here. And even under a shade of 3 minutes. Pickaxe 7. Half skills will travel. Time limit at 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Huh. I like the fact that the time limit is all 2s there. And yes, this is such a very nice level. Yeah, it showcases a really, really neat trick here. Why was this, yeah, I don't remember this being background patched, actually. But then again, the 2 dates are significantly different. This one pretty much comes about 2 weeks after. So it must have been background patched. But honestly, I don't remember solving this with a background, though. Oh. That was Hurricane 7. I'm silly. Yeah, wrong rank. Apparently, I'm still thinking of the main part of the pack. Okay, first lemming will turn around. Yeah, where he will bash through this really huge wall. Yeah, that's going to take a lot of time, so that pretty much means that we need to stall the others. So, second lemming will build. Third lemming will get a climber. And then I believe the same thing with fourth, yes. So, as I mentioned, he'll go ahead and bash to the left to get to the exit. And then once again, another red herring exit that you cannot reach. Yeah. One thing, you had 3 gaps and you only had 2 builders. Okay, and this first climber will go ahead and build. Alrighty, and now the neat trick here. So, because the builder staircase is added terrain, that means we can use digging destructive skills on it. So here, with non-climber, we're going to go ahead and mine on the staircase. Yeah, so basically as a way to stall the others, in order to give the basher enough time to get through the wall. and then by hitting the steel, they'll turn around in the other direction. And then same thing here. Yeah, with the climbers, we're gonna do the exact same thing. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use the miner staircase. I mean, the builder staircase to mine and to stall them, and also for them to hit the steel to turn around. And pretty much the idea there is on Lemon Eye as well, but the big difference is that when hitting steel, they do not turn around. They continue in the same direction. But the idea is still the exact same though. Yeah, they get stalled enough to give the basher enough time to complete this task. Yep, and that's already it. So now we watch as the others try to catch up to the basher tunnel. But using those miners as delays, yeah, is way more than enough time. Yeah, so as you can see, yeah, the lemons were nowhere close enough to the basher, yeah, before turning around. Yeah, in Lemon Eye though, the timing would be a lot tighter. Yeah, but it is still possible. Yeah, so 21 seconds to spare there. Yes, and I believe it's also a bit harder on Lemon Eye, yeah, due to the time limit, where you can only have whole number of minutes. So in other words, you only have 2 minutes on that version. But again, it's still possible. Yeah, just because of the fact that when hitting steel, they still continue in the same direction, rather than turning around. Pickaxe 8, miner under control. So another time limit level here, where we only have 2 minutes this time.
Let's go!
Alrighty, so first let me that turns to the left. We're gonna go ahead and mine. So a bit of tricky timing here, and then after a while, yeah, I go ahead and max out the release rate. Yeah, so when there's 15 lemmings left coming out of the entrance, to come out of the entrance. So yeah, some tricky timing is needed here. So we need to do this such that one lemming goes out to the left, and then the next lemming right behind him will block to turn the miner. So yeah, this is another, like pretty much more advanced trick here. I guess similar to the previous level, but this time we are continuing a miner with blocker. Yeah, and then we would do the exact same thing when the miner gets to around here. So the flow that went down here, he will go ahead and build to patch up the gap to the exit, and then we got to make sure he turns around. Yeah, and this is absolutely critical. Yeah, we need to go ahead and bash with him. Yeah, and this is basically to speed up the work here, because you could do it with this miner here, but it's going to take up way too much time. Yeah, you're going to run out of time. So that's why it's absolutely necessary to turn the floater around. Yeah, and then around here, I go ahead and put another blocker to turn the miner again. Yep, and that's already it. So these two blockers and this basher, we are allowed to lose. And they are our only losses as well. Yeah, so eventually this basher will just fall to the bottom of this pit, but I think the time will actually run out before that happens. So yeah, then we just go ahead and nuke, and that ended up with 2 seconds remaining there. Pickaxe 9, hugs and kisses. Okay, so probably the level that needs the most precision out of any other level so far in this video. So here you only have 2 miners, but it should be pretty obvious what the solution is here. So we need to place the miners at such a time and in such a place so that they both cross each other successfully while canceling one another. So really this is just a matter of trial and error here. Yeah, and you can essentially like use the some stuff in the terrain to help you place them, I guess. So yeah, as you can see, they go through each other while canceling. Yeah, and of course, the other problem is that you also have to place them in such a way so that you're able to get to the exit and also break this entrance free as well. Yep, and that's pretty much it. That's the only thing that's required in this level. So because of the precision that is needed here, it can be very frustrating to do. Yeah, and this is especially the case on Lemon Eye, where you don't even have like frame stepping or anything. And so because of the extreme precision needed for those for this kind of level, yeah, pretty much, yeah, you're gonna use something like that. Pretty much, make sure that's the only thing that's required in the level, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, you could probably add maybe 1 or 2 more things in addition to it, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, the very precise trick is all that's needed. And then finally, pickaxe 10. At least I can count to 10. And then time limit to 2 minutes here. I certainly remember this one being a real stomper when I first played this low on Lemon Eye. Yeah, and that is because I think eventually at some point, yeah, after a lot of fiddling around with trying to like turn the lemmings around here, yeah, I guess I just like let the low play it out, and I realized that like, oh, there's actually a tiny ledge here in which you can land on. So once I realized that, yeah, I guess I was able to solve the low more easily. But even then, it's still pretty challenging. Yeah, mostly due to some precision and also because of the time limit as well. Okay, so the first lemming from this entrance will go ahead and build. Okay, the first lemming here will drop onto this ledge and then build. He'll finish on time before the next lemming arrives. Okay, and then the first lemming that reaches here from this entrance, we're gonna go ahead and mine in such a way so that yeah, the builder is coming up and the miner will keep on going. Yeah, using the builder staircase. So yeah, as you can see, he finishes just long before the other lemming arrives. So yeah, so both the miner and the builder will continue while getting stopped. So this is pretty precise, but it can be done. Yeah, and fortunately the timing and distance was just right for it to happen. Okay, and now the other difficult part here as well, which is to save as much time as possible so that you don't run out of time. So around here, I bomb the miner. And then I believe eventually at some point I just bash these guys out. Yep, so we reach here with all our builders, and then finally we just build to get to the exit. Yeah, so that we can uncover the trigger area. And yes, at this time I go ahead and bash these 2 lemmings out. Yeah, because we will be running low on time. So yeah, there it is. So now the lemmings can go ahead and exit. So yeah, this pretty much has to be done at such a time so that the last lemming that turned around the basher here, he will not take this very long walk, because if he does, we'll run out of time. And yeah, this was pretty close. Yeah, the other lemming from this entrance almost turned around. Yeah, and if he did, yeah, I will run out of time. So yeah, this has very, very difficult timing because of the time limit and everything. Yeah, you just have to do things at just the right moment so that you don't run out of time. Yeah, very nice low though. Yeah, it was a pretty good solution, but it can be very difficult to pull off. But I pretty much mirror a sense of satisfaction on getting the low solved though. Okay, so that was 10 levels at the pickaxe rank. So next time we will continue with the second half and also finish up the pickaxe rank. I hope you enjoyed this video of the PimoLems level solving commentary video series, and I'll see you all next time.